Hey guys, back out in the water again. Today I'm fishing out of River Heads, just south of Hervey Bay, and I'm going to be going across to Fraser Island in front of me here. I've got a bit of wind on at the moment. I've got probably a good 12 knots of southeasterly blowing across. So it's going to be a little bit choppy going across. Good test for the boat. So I'm putting in the water just after lunch. I'm going to do an afternoon run, chase some jew over at Fraser Island. And also there's been quite a few mack tuna around as well, so I'm going to give the mack tuna a bit of a go as well. So hopefully a long tail in the mix, but yeah, a bit of an afternoon run. I'm never a huge optimist in the afternoon fishes, but hopefully there's enough fish around to get a few on board. We'll see how we go today. All right, I'm just going to punch it, see how choppy it is out there front there, and give the new boat a bit of a run against wind, against tide. So we'll see how that plays out. But once I get over to Fraser Island, it's really well protected over there. I've got a pretty deep connection to Fraser Island. My brother worked at Kingfisher Bay Resort in the mid to late 90s for about 8 years, and I started coming over then. Just after I finished high school, I came over and started fishing Hervey Bay and fishing around Kingfisher, and fell in love with the joint, to be honest, and have tried to get back ever since. I really do enjoy the mixture of species that are available here in Hervey Bay. So all right, enough talk. Let's head across the bay and see how we go. Alright, that's a pretty good run across the island there. It wasn't too choppy at all. It didn't get very wet or anything. Once you get over to Fraser Island, this big high bank definitely protects you from a southeasterly, so it can be blowing a good 15 knots, and once you get over here it's pretty well protected. So I'm seeing some mack tuna already. I pulled up here at the little jetty here to have a little look around. I can see some tuna up ahead, so I might pull the tuna rod out. I'm going to try stick bait first. Apparently fish have been feeding on quite small bait fish, but I will try stick bait first, just because it's a heavier lure. I can cast it further and easier, and I can use a heavier rod to try and get the fish in quickly, just in case there are some sharks around basically. But really cool to see mack tuna of this far down. This brings back some memories of when I was a young fella in my 20s, when I first started coming up here, and we'd come and fish around Kingfisher in a little 13-footer, and we'd be catching mack tuna one after another at the front here. And I haven't seen it for a few years, and it's really good to see it happen again. Obviously this recent rain has flushed out the Mary River again, and we've got a heap of bait fish being pushed out of the river and out in this area here waiting to go back in, and obviously the mack tuna are coming in, taking full advantage of it. So I'm gonna have a quick sound around this structure here, but I've got some tuna up there. I'm pretty keen to go and get something in the boat straight away as soon as I can, but just cruising along here using the side scan to see if I can see. You can see the old jetty there. I don't know if it's going to come out that well on that, but you can see like an old jetty, the pylons there. Give that a bit of a clean for you, myself as well, and you know, and possibly we might see some fish around here, but I'm not seeing anything as of yet. It looks pretty clear, but yeah, it's worth a look around any sort of structure to see if there's any fish hanging on it. We're looking for jewfish today. They've been again pushed out of the river probably, and hanging around these sort of rocky outlets where the water starts to get a bit cleaner. But won't give us long. We'll go get this tuna and give it a go, eh? All right, cast her up in there. Let it sink a little bit. School goes down. Typical tuna. Popped up behind me. Looks like it's out of casting range. Move around again. Playing the tuna, doing the tuna shuffle. Oh, it chases. No, we have plenty of chasers. Try and let it sink down a bit further. Yep, there we go. And we got an eat. All right. Didn't take too long. One real good long cast in there and really let it sink down a bit further than normal. Burn it back at speed and that fish has come in and creamed it. So the beauty of the heavier gear with that stick bait is just to get this fish in pretty quickly. If I can. Pumping me around the boat. All right, solid mack tuna. Probably around 4 to 5 kilos. Might get the net out actually. Not hooked that well. All right. There we go. All right, Amagari Flavi 110. My hands down my favourite tuna stick bait. Give you a quick look at him. There you go. Pop him straight back in. Try and reduce the blood flow on the sea deck here. All right, so like I said, Amagari, steel pink colour, 110 Flavi. Nice and heavy, long casting, let it sink down, burn it back in. SW Game P3 stick bait rod, and Saragossa 6000 with some AMZ braid on there from Siglon P4. All right, going off again. I might just shoot over there, catch another couple, get a couple of places to look around against Fraser Island. Blowing 12 knots and it's really nice and calm here, really protected. So really good option. There's a little bit of wind around. You know, you're doing too rough, you can't get over. But if you can get over, it's a lot better over here in the southeasterly. All right, let's go get another one. Oh, I've got a chaser. He didn't eat it though. Following it, not eating. Might be a bit on the big side. Might drop back to a plastic. So I'm getting quite a few follows but not eats, so I'm just going to drop back to a plastic. That's a 5-inch fork flex on a 1/2 ounce. Give that a go on a 6.0 BKK jig head. Right, so I've driven up in front of the fish, I hope, trying to. I'm watching the water here, I can see it moving around. Oh, there they are, just out in front of me. Again, I've just driven up, trying to get past the fish, trying to intercept where they're going. Can be tricky though. Change directions very quickly. He's pulling it. Oh! Plenty of follows. We'll have to come down a bit smaller, I think, down to a 4-inch. All right, we'll drop down a 4-inch. Okay, so we're going a 1/2 ounce head. It's a 4.0. And Molex Fork Flex 4-inch. Acid pink colour, nice and bright. The brighter colours seem to work well on the pelagics. Tied these fork flexes on with a loop knot just to give that jig head a bit more and plastic a bit more swimming action on a fast burn. So that loop knot just gives that little bit of freedom for that to move around. All right, tuna moved up a bit up that way with the wind luckily, so I'll just motor up behind them, I think. All right. Oh, we're in there. Oh, kidding me. Oh, kidding me. Oh, kidding me. Yes, what a strike. Yes, that's the go. Stick bait is the go. They got a much better reaction than the plastic, I must admit. All right, number 2. All right, number 2 on the stick bait. Tried with the plastic, couldn't get a bite. First cast with stick bait, let it sink, burn it through, and such an aggressive bite. I don't know if the camera picked it up. It's such a cool bite though. All right, I'll get the hooks out of this guy and get back in and get another one. Okay, hooks are out. Off he goes. All right, another school just behind me. I'll burn around and get them. Probably didn't pump that cast in far enough then. I really underestimated how far they were then. This one will get the distance. Okay, it's over the back of the school, so I'll let it sink down. Okay, should go neat. Oh. Wow, no eat. Yep, there we go. Oh, look it, pulled out. Oh, he wanted that, but he didn't quite get there. Oh. Yeah. Yeah. Uh-oh, shark on the boat. All right, I saw a shark on the boat. I get this fish in. I'll drive away with it before I release it. Oh, he released himself. Go, buddy, go. Just see that shark there coming into the boat. Hopefully that fish got away all right. If that shark was super aggressive, he would have come up to the fish and ate that. Very green, he probably would have got away okay, I reckon. And again, the beauty of the stick bait, shorter fights, heavier rod. Fish to my right, fish to my left, take your choice. All right, leading that fish. Yeah, there he is. Yes. Great surface strike, that one. Great surface strike. All right, we got him. Another great surface hit. Stick bait's so much fun for the surface. Surface bites and stick bait are second to none. All right, might pop the hooks out in the water, get him going. Off he goes. All right, don't have to go far to get another one. Just over there. All right, probably move the boat 10, 20 meters maybe. Oh. Oh, we have a chaser. Yes! Woohoo! I can't, oh, I come off again. All right, they're pretty easy to chase down, so I can be pretty aggressive with these fish. I don't have to worry too much about sneaking up on them, but generally speaking, it is a good idea to have a sort of a tactical approach when coming up to tuna. You want to come in with speed, but not too much. Kind of get them used to your boat being there. Yeah, that's probably the best way. And don't just drive in really hard, just sort of cruise in if you can. You know, you want to be up getting in there while they're on the surface chopping up. That's when they're most easy to hook, but you don't want to push them down too. So it's a bit of a balancing act, and you just got to get your wits about you and work it out in the day. Every day is a bit different, what you can and can't do. Today's pretty easy, they're not very spooky at all. So, all right, these guys are right up on the surface, moving really, really fast. So I think I can get them, but it's just really hard to get onto them because they're moving so quickly, changing direction really fast. There's another school down behind me down there. It looks like they're a bit more stationary. I could chase them. But I think I might go hit a bit of rocky bottom and see if I can catch a dewy before I run out of time, basically. So we'll have one more guy at this school here. I'll head off to try and find a dew. All right. Oh, swell, swell, swell. This is silly. Oh, chopping at it. Oh, I got to get the fly rod out after this. This is just nuts. Look at this. Oh, yep. That took about 2 casts longer than it should have. This is just silly. Half a football field of mack tuna in here. It's crazy. Busting up around the boat. This thing's going deep. Oh. We might have a shark issue here, I think. Maybe, I don't know. Felt a bit like that way. All right, the shark's getting a bit out of control over here, chasing me around, so time to try something else, I think. Got it. Oh, a little dewy. Oh, we said we'd find them, and we did. I was hoping for a bit bigger than that, though. I'm sure there's a couple of bigger ones than that in there, but that's a nice little start. School dew. Ate that little biwa kelly tail. Alright, we'll pop that out, drop them straight back in. See if we can catch a bigger one. Alright, that's the Savo session done. Pretty nice tuna session. Unfortunately, didn't really get any dew, just that one little one actually. Hoping for some bigger ones. Probably spent a bit too long on it, to be honest. I had high hopes that I'd get a few, but they're just moving around really fast and couldn't get a bite of them. So, but good little tuna session, so I'm happy with that. Good for an afternoon run. So yeah, along the Fraser Island here on the inside, plenty of mack tuna, and I'm sure there's some long-tailed tuna up further as well. So worth getting over here. And like I said, if you've got 10, 12 knots of southeasterly, it's not too bad once you get over here. Good option in a little bit of a southeasterly. All right, I'm going to head it, and I'll catch you next week. Cheers, guys.